Balay has adopted the psychosocial rehabilitation work, or the PRW approach in its programs for the IDPs, which integrated curative, proactive, and preventive interventions. It strives to address the following aspects of displacement: psychological, which focuses on the well-being and trauma of people; social, which focuses on conflict management or transformation and development disruption; peace and human rights, which focus on reconciliation and justice questions.
Yung PRW kasi, malaki ang kaibahan niya doon sa practice ng psychosocial rehabilitation ng ibang mga organisasyon. Ang kaibahan niya kasi meron siyang 3 components. Kahit kasi ang Balay, prior to the PRW, ang ginagawa talaga ay mas pa yung tinatawag na curative component o yung healing component. It was very internal. So, pagtulong doon sa mga victims, sa families, survivors. Pero ang PRW, maliban sa curative component, meron siyang preventive at saka proactive components. Patuloy pa rin ang Balay doon sa kanyang curative component, pero yung proactive at saka preventive components ay pinagpapatuloy niya sa pamamagitan ng advocacy work. Bahagi na dyan yung public information and campaign, yung education and training, networking, partnership building, yung lobbying, no? At yung mga components na yan ay ginagawa mula sa local level hanggang sa international level.
Through healing and therapeutic partnerships with its partner beneficiaries, Balay helps restore their normal functioning, regaining their capacities for active participation in family and community affairs, and in the process, the society in general.
When you say curative kasi, it deals more of a direct service with the victims and survivors, internally displaced persons. Pag sinabi mong curative, mas nakatutok sa kung paano sila makabalik ulit. When we do curative activities, yung paggawa namin ng mga programs, integrated lahat, magkakabit-kabit. So under the integrated rehabilitation program kasi, we have yung youth and children development, meron kaming savings generating projects, tas na-andyan din yung other human rights victims violations namin. Ganon din sa mga bata. Ang gusto namin, yung mga activities na binibigay namin sa kanila, lifelong ano din siya, parang learning na makukuha nila. May mangyari man ulit, syempre ayaw nating mangyari yon, pero kapag meron, alam na nila kung anong gagawin. At least, na-up natin to a certain level yung kanilang capacity, yung kanilang capability to respond kapag may mga crisis na mangyari sa buhay nila.
When we say proactive, that means providing response before the problem starts. Proactive means doing something in order to prevent internal displacement from happening, or to alleviate yung suffering nila, or to prevent the situation of displaced persons from getting worse. We do that by contributing sa policy changes, stimulating government to come up with policies, structures and programs so that internal displacement will be prevented. Balay is involved in various peace movements and coalition that calls for the partisan conflict like the Moro Islamic Liberation Front and the government of the Republic of the Philippines to engage in peace dialogues in resolving at the fundamental issues that drives people into resistance, that drives people into fighting, and subsequently resulting to internal displacement. Bahagi ng trabaho natin dyan is to create space for the community people, the affected communities, to get their voices heard ng policymakers. So that would require for Balay a role of a facilitator, tulungan ma-empower ang community para sila mismo mag-articulate ng kanilang mga kalagayan.
Over the years of its psychosocial rehabilitation work among human rights victims and internally displaced persons, Balay has developed expertise in addressing the actual needs of its clientele. Its program methodology of immersing the staff and officers within the communities of its clientele provided them the opportunity to actually see and live their clientele's lives.
Maliban dun sa counseling sessions, debriefing dun sa mga batang traumatized, meron din kaming mga education and training. Like, ang mga halimbawa ng mga education and trainings na to, yung children's rights, para malaman ng mga kabataan yung mga karapatan nila bilang mga bata at paano i-respeto at pangalagaan yung mga karapatan na to. Mayroon din kami mga human development activities, halimbawa yung mga self-awareness, value clarification, yung mga post-traumatic stress symptoms, para maging aware yung mga youth, no, sa mga pagbabago na nakita nila dun sa kanilang mga sarili after nung conflict.
We are giving trainings like disaster management, the IDP's rights, because they themselves need to stand and to speak up on their own.
Balay is there not to transform their lives, no? They will transform their lives. Kami, facilitator lang kami so that they can understand ano ba yung situation nila right now. They can understand ano ba yung pinagdadaanan nila. Kasi sometimes, yung pain, yung sakit, yung mga kaguluhan sa utak, sa isip nila, sa nararamdaman nila, hindi nila naramdaman yun before.
Although Balay has already reached a point where it has successfully developed an acceptable and effective technology in helping its beneficiaries, its officers and staff believe that it can still enrich its potentials towards the sustainability of what it has become, a home for the victims of human rights violations and the internally displaced. Human rights violations are still being committed against people. A very volatile situation between the military and other armed groups in the Philippines and elsewhere in the world still exists. These scenarios show that Balay should continuously hone its psychosocial rehabilitation work. The institution needs to engage the active participation of the government and the other members of the civil society, not only in providing assistance among the human rights victims and internally displaced persons, but more importantly, its work towards genuine peace and development.